I'm Dawn.
I'm Matt.
And we're with 7 is Enough, and today we're going to tell you about Jamaica.
Jamaica, man.
Yes. We went on a Carnival cruise, and one of our ports, we've actually been to Jamaica twice. This time we went to Ocho Rios.
Yes, which was great. I loved it.
I did too.
The first time we went to was at Falmouth.
The first time we went to Falmouth, which Montego Bay is northwest. Falmouth is kind of more in the middle of Montego Bay and Ocho Rios. Ocho Rios is more northeast, and they're all at the top of Jamaica.
And you said you felt at home at Falmouth.
I felt at home at Falmouth. Falmouth, when we went to Falmouth, we got off. We did not have any plans. We had all the kids with us. This was a couple years ago, and we got off, and they were like wanting to charge us like $20 or $30 per person to go anywhere, and we were like, no way. So we walked past kind of all of the touristy areas, about a block and a half, maybe just a block, and found an officer that was doing like the traffic on the street, and asked him, and he found us a person, and they took us. It was $79, and we just asked him to take us to a quiet resort beach, something that we could swim all day, and we loved it.
Yeah, and I enjoyed that day. I enjoyed this at Ocho Rios a lot more.
I enjoyed Ocho Rios more. Mm-hmm. But with the kids, it was fantastic. It cost us $79. He took us. He brought us back. That was just for the travel. So, yeah.
Go ahead.
And when we got there, we were at a quiet little, it was like a little house that they rented. They had wave runners, so the kids were able to rent wave runners for like $20 a piece, and we laid out. And
that was a nice day.
It was a nice day, and the girl that took care of us kept the traffic away from us, like the people that were trying to sell stuff. She was very sweet. That was really fun. So that was our first excursion.
Now this time we went to Ocho Rios.
This time it was Ocho Rios.
Okay, so we're here in Ocho Rios, and we booked this excursion through the ship. And so they kind of guide you into this building, and you find the thing that you're doing. And so we were to meet here at 10. And they gather y'all together, and you better be 15 minutes early if you want to get there. Because a few minutes ago, this thing was absolutely packed. It is not always easy to find your people.
No. Yeah.
And we actually booked the excursion through the cruise ship this time, which was really good. And we kind of went back and forth on what we wanted to pick.
We did.
We looked at Dunn's River Falls, which a lot of people go to. It's really popular. Yes. We also looked at the Blue Hole, and then tubing down. What was it called?
Tubing down, and it's Chuka. It's through the Chuka, but it's like the White River Valley.
So we chose the Blue Hole, which was awesome, and the tubing.
We did.
And we were there on Bob Marley's birthday.
We were.
Which was kind of neat.
It was very interesting that day. But if you have kids, little kids, I would absolutely suggest Dunn's River Falls. They have a splash pad, they have water slides, they have a guide that goes with you, and you can get lockers. It's good for small kids. If you have knee issues or back, or you're pregnant, this is not an excursion that you want to do what we did. They won't take you. But like Matt said, we originally booked the waterfalls. There was a Dunn's River Fall waterfalls, and then tubing, and we originally booked that, and then the more we looked at the Blue Hole, the more we wanted it.
Which I'm really glad. It was great.
They were fantastic.
But I'm sure we have some footage of that, right?
We do, and our driver was Sterling.
Sterling, yeah.
We remember our driver.
But that was fun. I enjoyed that, and the Blue River was awesome, but you messed up big.
I did. I did.
You want to tell them what you did?
I did. Okay, so when we got to the Blue Hole, you park. They make you, when you're going through, the only critique I have of going through the cruise ship was they are extremely safe, which is good.
You've got to wear a life jacket at all times.
But I'm a country girl, and I don't like to wear a helmet when I ride a horse. I don't want to wear a helmet when I'm tubing or jumping in the water. And so they make you, you don't have to wear a helmet when you're jumping in the water, but you had to wear the life jacket. And I hated that at Falmouth.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And I cheated a couple times when they weren't looking.
I got the guides in trouble a couple times.
Yeah, we did. I got the guide yelled
Tubing,
at
yeah.
when we were tubing. But it was fantastic. The Blue Hole, okay, so I messed up because I left my extra battery for the GoPro in the vehicle, and we got down.
We were nowhere near the vehicle.
We were like 3 minutes away from the vehicle walking, and I realized my battery died, and I was like, oh, I didn't make them go back. And afterward, our very sweet guide was like, you should have said something. We would have went back.
Yeah. Which was too bad because it was fantastic. It was beautiful water. You jump off of these. You start kind of low, close to the water, and you jump into the big blue holes. And there's several of them.
Yes.
You keep going to taller heights.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes. Yeah. You walk down a pathway, and then you walk up kind of on the rocks you kind of go up the waterfall. And then you jump off 5 feet, and then you jump probably 10 feet. And then I think there were 5 jumps total, but not everybody did the last one.
Hang on. So my battery died, but we went to the Blue Hole with Sam, and it was awesome. We did like 4 jumps, 5 jumps.
5 jumps.
5 jumps. One of them was a rope. 2 of them were very high. It was awesome. Sam did some flips.
Yeah, man.
Very, very cool.
So a couple things. You definitely want to wear aqua socks or some kind of water shoes. That's
water
a must.
Shoes. Yeah.
It just helps with the traction, and you definitely want to wear that.
Flip-flops will not do it.
No flip-flops.
No.
So water shoes, aqua socks, something like that. And what was interesting is most people went jumped into the water until the last one was really high up, and we were the only 2 from our group that actually went on that last one.
Like I was like all excited, and
we
like,
went.
yeah, who wants to go
and
first?
Nobody
I will.
followed. I went first, and you, and then
you went in. And did you go first or did I?
I went first.
Okay, so he went in, and then I went in, and then
nobody else followed. They all.
And then we were
out.
like, "Where'd everybody at?" And so so then obviously one of the guides went in, but so at one point we were able to do a rope swing.
That's right. Yes.
Which was a lot of fun, but I did see some people not hang on long enough, and you got to kind of hang on till you get out in the water. But I mean, nobody got injured. However, I'm telling you this because the next day I woke up thinking I had meningitis. I was like, oh, my neck, my back right here. And then I realized, oh, it was all my muscles that I never, ever use. So, it was fun. It was completely worth it. Once I realized I did not have meningitis, it was all good. But yeah, I was a little sore. So that Blue Hole I would do it again.
Highly recommended. It was amazing. But we've also, like we said, we've heard a lot of great things about Dunn's River.
We did.
So that would be another great option.
And the horseback riding was one that we definitely wanted to do. We'd like to go back and not just cruise, but actually stay like a week there because it was great. The people are
so
awesome.
In that same excursion, after the Blue Hole, we got back in the van and we went to the river tubing.
Yes, and it was through the Chuka Resort. So it's Chukka, and I believe that's the White River Valley is where we're at, but it was about a 15-minute drive. The 15-minute drive was fantastic. Our driver kind of told us, different areas. The roads are very narrow. They drive on the opposite side of the road.
Yeah, a little spooky at times.
Yes, and but a lot of
fully built plaza. Now this plaza was built like 3 years ago. Now what you guys might notice is on that plaza, it's actually a Pele, KFC, a Pizza Hut, and also a Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti.
Yeah, man. Now, guys, you know what we call KFC here? We can give it a different name. We actually call it Keep from Cooking. Yeah, Keep from Cooking. Yeah, man. Also to prevent folks from eating good works. Yeah, man. Alright, now, guys, what you might notice is that when you're going to a tour site, the roads they get extremely narrow. Yeah, man. So you guys are going to be driving on one-way, two-way lanes. Now what I want you to do, guys, I just want you to close your eyes and say Jamaica, no problem.
Jamaica, no
watch Harry Potter?
Yes.
Yeah, man. You know the scene where the bus gets extremely...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like
That's what Mr. Sterling is going to be doing today. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's now coming up in a few moments. We're going to be going on the highway. See, on that highway, you guys are going to be getting some free back and butt massages, alright? Yeah, man. That is courtesy of the road, guys, so don't worry. That guy's always happy. Yeah, man. Okay, hold on there. Now, have you ever eaten any other Jamaican cuisine other than jerk chicken?
oh,
Jamaican
neat.
Walmart.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't know. Only jerk chicken?
Look, Jamaican Walmart. I like that towel. I like that towel.
Okay, guys, now back home. Do you guys like? I mean, I know that some people they keep goats as pet, right? But trust me, guys, they look very cute. But trust me, here we don't pet them. We raise them up, and when they get fat, go into my belly. Yeah, man. I only eat it with curry. Only curry I eat it.
That'd
Oh,
be good.
everything's good with curry.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Oh, wow.
Guys, remember my number is 260. Is at the front, is at the back, okay?
260.
Max 260.
Like I was kind of enjoying it, but yeah, it was great, and
I was amazed by how clear and beautiful the water was in the tubing. It was beautiful.
It was.
It was cool. It was really pretty. And we have very good footage of that.
yes, we do. And if you are going in the heat of the summer, it was wonderful, and it wasn't real hot out, but it is very shaded.
So we are here. We're about 15 minutes away from where we did the Blue Hole. And now we're getting ready to go tubing down the river.
And the Blue Hole was so much fun.
The Blue Hole was,
It was so much.
yeah.
It
And the
was
guides make it like the
Yeah.
best. And one thing that we were really impressed with was that we were able to leave all of our stuff in the van and they watched it. Our key cards, our phones, our money, everything. And they protected it for us. I am like really happy we booked this excursion. Hi.
Sunburnt or anything like that. Restrooms are through the bar, down the steps to the left. Anyone has any questions for me? Once you have the helmets and vest on and you're ready to go, you just make it back to your bus. You drive up, you tube down, and you end up right back. Alright. Also, a tip under the advisory, once you're on the river, please just make as much noise as possible. Reason being, we don't want any alligators coming out at you. Alright? Thank you for listening. Also, if you want to get floodable waterproof phone cases, I do sell them. It goes down to 33 feet and it is floatable.
I was like, oh my God, I'll be screaming. If he hadn't told me you were joking, I'd have been screaming all the way. That's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Jamaica is definitely a place that you can come and just take a couple of weeks. And there is so much to do. Isn't it beautiful? So this is pretty cool. And the tubes they give you are hard bottomed.
Grab my foot if you have to. It's not the leg here, okay?
It started pulling me under the deal, and I couldn't.
So they have these ropes that will stop you every little bit so your group can stay together.
Yeah, oh, he's finally
I can't help it. I'm big. I'm like going too long.
Did you ever do Bennett Springs in Missouri?
Yes, we have.
That is the coldest damn water.
Good morning again. My name is Andrew. Welcome to Chaco, White River Valley, where it's always time to play. Going down, we got some do's, yet we got some don'ts. We got rapids. Rapids are fast water. Always face the rapid when we're going, all right? So you get too close to the banking. All you have to do is just look and gently paddle away. It's a guided tour. I'll be right there assisting, all right? All right, get back in your tube. Oh. Get in this one. Get in this.
That's good.
That good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sit down in it, right. We're going to go down this rapid here.
Oh, God, it's cold. It's refreshing.
Uh-oh, there went his tube.
It hit spots I don't wish to discuss, dear.
Alright, you're going to let go from that end. You first, come to me. Are you guys going to pull this way? Look, pull this way and come.
Over here.
Got it.
Come straight.
Is there a hole over there? Or we go under it?
First.
No, I think you go
Keep
under.
coming, keep coming.
But he wants to get us in a
Get
line.
back in your tube and keep coming.
Yeah! We went over the rapids and somebody flipped. We did it. No tipping, he said. No tipping. Here we come.
This is where the piranhas they live right here.
Uh-oh. Don't fall in.
I heard we eat donuts, so it's saying.
They're all vegetarian though.
Woo!
All natural.
Well, the first time I went canoeing was in the current.
Oh, yeah, we know the current. No.
I got the front of the canoe around the stump. Next thing you know, everything's still in the boat.
Oh, yeah. And then Knoll is the Elk River. You got to try that. That's southern West Missouri.
West. We got how many flips? 2? You guys okay? Anyone hit any knees?
My
Good?
husband.
Alright, I got 2 thumbs.
I'll translate. Alligator ahead. Don't fall out.
Alright. Yeah man, it's good. It's fun to fall out. Hey! 36 feet right here. This is where the baby mermaid lives. Right here.
36 feet.
36 feet deep. Awesome.
She only comes out at night. Alright, brother.
She only comes out at night.
Alright, see where those guys at? There's a rope down there. You're gonna wait down there for us, alright?
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do this all the time.
This is a lot of fun. Look, isn't that pretty? It's 90% shaded, so you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn, and you're not getting a suntan. Sorry. Oh, I love the sun! It's gorgeous!
Your tube to the right side. Come up to your right. Push your tube to the right side if you're going in.
Yahoo! We got to take the helmets off for a minute, and we can swim if we want.
Yeah, man.
So if you burn easy, the tubing is something that would be absolutely wonderful. You definitely want to use some sunblock, but we were shaded most of the time. I did not get a suntan on that.
No, and halfway through the tubing, there was a guy, it was a water bar. And of course, most of us didn't have money on us, and he said, just pay us at the end, which we did.
So you
that was cool.
Yeah, you definitely want to take some cash. He's not going to take a credit card.
No, but he let us pay at the end.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We were able to pay at the end. And yeah, the tubing was a blast. We only did half of the full thing. So because we also did the Blue Hole, and because we were with the cruise ship, you know, you have a certain limited time. They want to get you back so you can shop.
Right.
So, but you could do just the tubing, and that would have been a blast.
Near the tubing, they also had, we didn't do it, but zip lines. We saw a lot of people in line for zip lines in that area.
And there is an excursion where you can do all three. So there is an excursion for that. We have zip lining here, like 30 minutes from us. We actually have a video, and we absolutely loved the zip lining. But because we have, like, I think one of the best zip lining in Rayville, Missouri. We did not even want to do that. But yeah, it is definitely the tubing is something that I think just about anybody could do.
Now I think, and because it was Bob Marley's birthday, a lot of the people on the cruise ship participated in the herbal,
in the legal
local herbal.
They did, because we got back on. We did not.
No, we did not.
But we got back on the ship, and yeah, everybody was very excited that it was Bob Marley's birthday.
Yes.
So, but that was probably, and we've been on a few cruises. That was probably one of, if not my favorite, one of my favorite days.
I really enjoyed that day too.
I did too.
Yeah.
And I love Mr. Sanchez. I love Cozumel.
And I've heard a lot of people talk about Jamaica's pretty rough. I didn't really notice it. Now, I noticed it a little bit more the first time at Falmouth. It's not quite as touristy and a little rougher.
It's not
looking.
as touristy there.
Yeah, but I didn't notice it. We were with guides.
We were. Yeah, and I think anywhere you go, there is that.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go. And when you use your brain and you have a guide with you, or it's fine. It's all good.
Now when we left the tubing, we went to a local shop area.
We did. It was so cool. He took us to this little small, like, mall looking like store, and they had I got a hat and some towels for the girls, and I got
this
some
for
shorts.
like Livy, Jamaica.
I did. I got a little
purse.
turtle bag. Actually, I got this at the port because they had little they had little stands when you come back.
Okay, so when we got back, that's when you bought.
I will say, Falmouth, their port, I did like, they had kind of a plaza area that I actually liked more than the Ocho Rios plaza area. I felt like the Ocho Rios plaza area was more of, I mean, it did have some buildings and stuff, but I just liked, and they had a big guy on stilts, and it was just very pretty. The Ocho Rios one, I didn't like that as much, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion.
At the shopping area, we ran into somebody who was selling sugar cane.
And we bought it, of course.
Yes, but before we talk about that, he got super excited because we told him we were from Kansas City, and he lived in Kansas City, and his daughters go to college here, and he loves Kansas City.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, he was super excited. But anyway, we bought sugar cane from him to try.
He had it in a bag, and I think a couple of the people on our bus were like, "You're really buying something off the street?" But it's sugar cane.
Yeah, we were. You chew on it. It's of course the sweet, and you don't swallow this. You just chew it.
You don't swallow it. They didn't tell me that when I bought it. So I'm chewing, going to town on it, and the driver was telling someone, "No, you just suck the juice out." So, but it was good.
It was good.
It was like fun. $3 for a bag of sugar cane. But yeah, it was. I mean, if you've watched our videos, you know we love people, and that is
some people.
Most people. That is just. It is phenomenal to go to different islands. That's why we love cruising. It is so much fun to go to different islands in a week's time, and you're seeing different ways of living, different cultures. Some drive on the right side, some drive on the left, and I just absolutely love it. So,
what's your favorite Bob Marley song? Go.
No woman, no cry. Isn't that Bob Marley?
I think so. I don't
know. No woman, no cry. He sings Red, Red Wine, I swear.
No, what else does he do?
So Jamaica I think has about 14 parishes, and so the parish that we were in was St. Anne's, and I believe we crossed into St. Mary's Parish. So if you're traveling and you're looking like on websites, a couple websites you want to check out are chuka.com. I'll link them down below. Dunn's River Falls, obviously Shore Excursioneer. We love Shore Excursioneer. We always look at them kind of first before we check out the cruise ship excursions. However, if you've watched other videos of ours, you know that we have the Carnival credit card. So for us to do an excursion through Carnival, we got double points.
Yes.
And those points go toward free days. I mean, it paid for we did back-to-back cruises, and it paid for one of our cruises. So if you'd like to hear more of what 7 Is Enough has, we would love to have you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there and give us a like. And yeah, you can come back. You'll get notifications. If you click that bell, you'll get notifications when we release new videos.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Our creation.